Modesto in the 70s, were you around? In the 70s
Yes,
in Modesto?
very much so.
So what were the studios?
Villa?
But that
Before
when would you?
Villa.
I would suggest Villa didn't get up and running until 79,
6.
76.
That's
Was
when
there
I
any-
worked there.
Was there a studio around before that?
Well, there was mine out in Ripon.
What was
in
that?
'74.
What
That
was
was
that called?
Gary Boyd recording.
And what did you
And
guys do?
Well, we did the first Liar.
That's what you just said? Okay, there you go.
Okay, but
Now the first Liar, that's not the one we did the Battle of the Bands, and we won because we recorded that in 4 hours on Coffee Road.
Right, that's where Gary Boyd moved.
That was
to.
Gary Boyd's studio. Okay,
Yeah, Gary
Don.
Boyd recording.
Who's
Gary
Boyd?
Boyd.
He was this guy that I was a partner with for a while, and then by the time they did that, I wasn't a partner with him anymore. And but we started out in Ripon, and we had an 8-track.
And was it in a barn kind of thing, or
It was
out in the
it was
country?
it was out in the country, and it was in a just some little house. It was like a garagey kind of thing that was off of his house. And we had an 8-track there. It started out more as a remote recording where he had a 4-track that he would just take to wherever bands were rehearsing,
Right,
and
kinda
then
set up my stereo sound. kind of
yeah, and
thing.
so then when I started working with him, I brought in some funds, and so we
Yeah.
made it bigger.
Do you remember when you first started close miking?
Then,
Drum kits?
Then.
Wow.
yeah, since the beginning,
Yeah.
he took this 4-track recorder around, but he had little mixers, and he was micing as much as he could.
Wow.
And then when I came around, I added some money to the situation,
Yeah.
and we got more.
Yeah. And then how old were you at that time? You were like maybe
22.
And you had
Well, by the time the Liar single came out, it was 22.
and the lights had been playing.
Lights weren't together until 78.
So it
was
really,
Liar.
Liar.
The band
before.
was called Liar.
Liar.
Oh.
Named after the Queen song, not.
Of course.
And actually, I wasn't really originally in it. We were a band called Passage. I got kicked out for having a bad attitude.
Okay.
Oh,
At the
geez.
age of 19.
Oh, my God.
And then, go figure. Unfathomable.
Really
And,
behave yourself.
yes, and the next day I went and suffered 30-degree burns on my hands.
Ouch.
So I was out for a while, and the band felt really bad. But anyway, we
And
were
was
always good
Passage?
friends.
Was it?
Passage was the name of the band. And then
Were
they went
jazz
off.
rock? I mean, it sounds
We
like
were mostly original material,
Yeah,
but
right.
we would do everything from Sweet Fox on the Run
Oh, wow.
to early Judas Priest.
I love it. Rock
I
and
mean,
roll,
like early, well, not rock and roll. Sad Wings of Destiny,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
era,
all
early
those,
Scorpions, like
Yeah.
Speedy's Coming, stuff like
Oh,
that.
I love that.
All the imports.
Flight
That
of the
was us.
Rainbow.
UFO, Lights Out, not Lights Out. Rock Bottom, the early, phenomenon
Like
stuff.
Flight of the Rainbow.
Yeah, that exactly.
Yeah, the
Speedy's Coming.
progressive rock.
Yeah, more progressive
They
stuff.
were great.
So we did that, and then
Wow.
and then they kicked me out, and then they became a 3-piece, and they just called this went on without me, and they became Liar. And then for a short period of time, according to Vernon, they got a Mark Nascenti from Buster Cherry, Fred Eichel, Dan Rogers.
And I just ran into Mark Maxini just
at
recently.
the Modesto's Got Talent auditions.
The Valley's Got Talent thing, yeah.
But then that didn't work out, and then my hands healed, and I was in another band for a while, and then it just seemed like I think we broke up a little too soon, and I grew up a little bit. I mean, that was the whole soul searching thing. I mean, you get kicked out of a band by everybody else in the band.
Yeah.
You kind of have to go, okay, it must be me. I mean, at least I had the foresight, even for all my youthful arrogance, to go, well, it must be me. You can't get kicked out of a 9-piece band and go, you guys are all a bunch of dicks.
Oh, we didn't know.
You guys all suck. I'm the
They all
good
get
one.
together and go, Willie was right. That's like
Yeah,
that.
so
it's like
we
that.
Yeah,
got
they
back
had-
together, and then
they had a
voila,
band meeting after that.
yeah, a couple, and then we became Lights, and the rest is semi-history. So, but that's the connection, really.
When did the lights break up?
82?
82. Okay, that's when
So
I first moved to
so
Modesto.
I saw the lights open for Thunderwing, right?
At
609
Hole
South. 609 South Lincoln.
Oh, at the yes.
Yeah. That's
That
the
was Lincoln
first-
Social Hall. We played there with
Yeah.
Harry Carey and
Harry
415, and
I saw all of them.
Yeah.
I did all the posters.
oh, you did? Because
Every one of those posters.
Those
Each
are
one of
great.
those you named, the poster, I did it. Because I wasn't thought of as a musician.
okay.
I was the artist guy.
Well, I love those posters.
I was a musician, though, but not in the same world. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you weren't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was hanging out
hadn't
with the
entered
Tuxedo
the
Moon
arena
kids.
yet,
We were
yeah.
all, we were weird on music. But I hung with you guys, and I hung with Harry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I was in both worlds. But I remember that when I saw Lights, I went, fuck, that's great. I remember it seemed progressive rock to me, but it had the. This is from a memory because I haven't heard of it.
Well, yeah, no.
But it was like seemed like it was in the realm of UFO and stuff, but more ambitious with the the subdivisions.
Brad Lane called us a cross between Bachman Turner Overdrive and Yes. And I thought, I didn't like the BTO reference. I wish it would have been more Mott the Hoople or something, or UFO, a little more,
like
little less meat
guitar,
and potatoes.
Double guitar thing with some spacey stuff in
Yep,
it,
exactly.
And
keyboards, so there was,
and
and weird time signatures and dry ice and explosions.
I enjoyed it more than Thunderwing and Harry Carey, probably because I was used to those guys, so they were just doing it over and over, and I kind of was new with the show. And so when you guys came along, it was a new thing.
Yeah.
But it did have those dark and light kind of things.
Yeah, which was we were kind of going for that,
Yeah.
Which we thought was kind of and we didn't know what we were doing. We just were doing it, I don't know. We didn't really have a game plan, but I don't know if anybody really does at the beginning. But yeah, I remember doing a lot of those shows and being like the wild card because we weren't from Stockton.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
that was kind
fantastic.
of we were like the odd man out, but that was kind of the fun.
The next time that happened with a band that was from Modesto was this band called Collage, where I went, oh my God, what are they doing in Modesto? So that was
because they were doing all the
Collage.
B-52s,
they were
Talking Heads. They were the new wave, dressing up in aluminum foil.
But when I saw that standing in the audience, I go,
and we would do a lot of shows with them. We were all the front man, Tim Lechuga, married my ex-girlfriend. I mean, it's. There are more degrees of separation than we have time to measure.
Yeah,
because, because
that guy stands out in my mind. I didn't know
his name was Jet something when he was in the band because it was all the whole new wave.
Yeah, it seemed like
we're Gary Newman. We're they did Ultravox All Stood Still.
They did
Jet Mark.
Yeah,
that's right. And I remember they did All Stood Still by Ultravox.
Yeah,
when Vienna came out, and I said, "That's impressive."
Yeah.
B-52s was sort of a given.
We had one of those bands. They were called Digits.
I remember the Digits.
They did the same thing. They did stuff off Vienna.
Wasn't that
Duncan Atkinson, Mike Wilcox?
Mike
Baceric, Pat O'Shaughnessy, John Reed, Annie, the singer that's big in Modesto now. Annie, what's her name? Yeah, all you guys love her. She's from LA. She's like a Edie Brickell singer. You've done sound for her last year.
You're not talking about Aaron
Her
Odessa.
boyfriend is a keyboard player who's got the same name as a famous God.
Not Aaron Odessa. Not Aaron Odessa.
No, her name is Annie.
Annie?
She's beautiful. She sings. She's a major pop star. You guys can fucking shit your pants. When Pete Hackett plays, every time she comes here, you guys cancel everything and go and see her.
Mary Rose.
No.
Nope.
I know her name's Annie.
Wow, Steve, you got me there.
Yeah, me too.
Patty Castillo Davis.
You're gonna be so embarrassed when you know what it is.
I'm sure.
But I don't know her last name, but I'm not from her world. I'm not from that world. You guys are the ones that are nuts. I don't really care for her that much, but I understand that she's really good.
The thing that you don't remember her name because this is all being recorded, and I don't really care for her. She's just don't know her.
Sorry about that.
It's being recorded.
Yeah.
You get the phone. Okay, because I'm making notes.
No, we're gonna get this.
I know
There's
good.
a woman. Pete Hackett plays drums for her.